Now, in this series, we will look at the microeconomic concepts. This is the first part of the lecture of microeconomic concepts. Now, generally, there are two branches of economics. One is microeconomics, other is macroeconomics. Microeconomics is the branch of economics that studies the behavior of individual economic unit. So it deals with individual economic units. For example, income of a person or output of a firm. So this deals with individual economic units. On the other hand, macroeconomics studies an economic system as a whole. For example, GDP of a country, national income of a country. So this is the difference between microeconomics and macroeconomics. Today, this is the first part of the microeconomics concepts. In this video, we will look at the topic of demand and supply. So we are starting with explaining demand. How can we define demand? So demand can be defined by quantity of a commodity which an individual is able, so that he has money, so he is able to buy that commodity and he wants to buy that commodity. He is also willing to buy this commodity. He is able and willing to buy this commodity at a particular price. Not at extremely high price, but at a particular price. This individual is able and willing to buy this commodity. This creates demand in the economy. And demand is represented by downward sloping. So on y-axis we take price of the commodity, on x-axis we take quantity demanded of the commodity. So demand curve is represented by downward sloping curve. For example, if the price of a commodity increases from 1 to 5, the demand of the commodity will decrease sharply from nearly 4 to 2. So this is an inverse relationship between quantity demanded and price of the commodity, and this is given in the law of demand. So law of demand states that the quantity demanded of a commodity decreases with increase in the price of commodity, and vice versa. And vice versa. So quantity demanded will increase with decrease in the price of commodity. So this is an inverse relationship. Now there are certain determinants that affect the demand in the economy. For example, the first is price of the commodity. With increase in price, the demand of the commodity will decrease, and with decrease in price, quantity demanded will increase. Our second determinant is income of a person. If the income of the person increases, so he has more money to spend, therefore he will create more demand in the economy, in the country, in the region. So if income increases, quantity demanded increases. This is positive relationship. If income decreases, quantity demanded will also decreases. Third determinant is prices of related commodities. So there are two types of related commodities. First is substitute, in which one thing can replace or substitute other. In this case, if the price of coffee starts to increase rapidly, so people will start to buy, will shift towards tea. This will create demand for tea. With increase in price of coffee, the demand for tea increases. The second type of related commodities is complementary goods, which are associated with each other. For example, car and petrol. If the price of petrol increases, the demand for car will decrease, and vice versa. So this is inverse relationship. Other determinants is taste and preferences of individual, expectations of change in price in future. If there is expectation, if there is hope that price will decrease in future, this will create demand for that commodity. And the last determinant is change of season. Certain types of foods or fruit or vegetable are available in certain season, so this will create demand accordingly. Thank you.